Hey, what's up, guys? It's Alfonso, aka Fonz, and we're back at it with another movie review. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing No Hard Feelings. It's starring Jennifer Lawrence and Andrew Barth Feldman. And it also stars Matthew Broderick, who plays Andrew's dad, and he's probably one of the most hilarious people without even trying, just in this movie. Uh, so him and his wife are pretty much a rich couple that that posted a job listing on Craigslist for a woman to date his son, um, pretty much to help him with his self confidence since he's just a very um, socially isolated kid with a lot of anxiety and stuff. So just that whole dynamic from the jump is pretty ridiculous and hilarious. And so overall, I thought the movie was pretty funny. There's a lot of cringy moments, but I think they're kind of like meant to be cringe. There's a lot of cool tropes with the soundtrack and the music. That's a lot of the stuff I kind of really like from the movies. And spoiler alert, he's a piano player, and I think that's what he's going to college for. He's supposed to be going to Princeton. And so, yeah, there's just this scene that's very emotional where he finally ends up getting to play the piano, which I wish he kind of played more. But yeah, that scene just ends up being very emotional, very moving, and kind of telling about the kind of person he is and how it doesn't really align with what Maddie, the Jennifer Lawrence's character, was paid to do, which is pretty much have sex with him. And also, yeah, again, another spoiler. They don't end up having sex with, which is kind of cool, and also I think it just brings up a lot of lessons about the importance maybe of celibacy. I don't know if the movie was uh, directly trying to point that out, but that's kind of what I got from it, and as well as waiting for the right person in terms of not rushing things, and these personality types of just having putting romance at the forefront instead of lust, and having having discipline and not having those sort of emotions just take over. I think is just really important, especially in today's society, because this movie also just points out a lot of the things about society, about how Andrew's character, who's this new I don't even know what you would consider him, like the new generation of going to college, of kids who are just totally social isolated. They're very dependent on their phones and technology. Like throughout the movie, even in the beginning, he would take out his phone to try to like ignore, like hide from the conversation, and then and there. And then you see throughout the movie too, like people on their phones using virtual reality and stuff. Uh, and pretty funny joke too when yeah, Maddie's looking for Andrew's character at a house party, and she's busting through doors, and then yeah, it's literally just kids on their phones and their technology instead of actually like having sex or something like uh I guess normal teenagers would or whatever. Um so it was just pretty interesting. So there's a lot of points about like social isolation, anxiety, low confidence, and even like being, because he comes from a very rich family, just being very privileged and having a silver spoon in your mouth. You kind of don't learn a lot of real world skills, whether it's social skills or like there's like, yeah, different points in time where like he doesn't even know how to drive until he starts to learn to drive because of this girl. So it's kind of interesting to see that whole progression that his character makes. So I think they both do have a pretty good character arc, character development. Um, and Jennifer Lawrence's character is actually a little more relatable too, because she plays kind of like a millennial, like late 20s, early 30s, uh, who still lives in her hometown. she depends on Uber and a car to make ends meet, which is one of her motivators to take the job because she gets a Buick at the end. And she also bartends, which is very relatable to have like a job and like a side gig nowadays. Because to be honest, I do Uber Eats on the side too because it's just a struggle out here just to pay rent and just to be able to have money to even do things that you want or that you need to have done or to save or do anything nowadays. Most I feel like you need more than one job. But yeah, he helps this she helps this guy bring his confidence up, and it's just very cool to see. And so I think at first, I mean, for all the guys, it kind of makes sense. You would think, oh, the only reason to see this movie is because Jennifer Lawrence is in it, which is yeah, like very true because she's pretty stunning woman. But I think there's actually a lot in this movie that's really cool that a lot of people can kind of either reflect on or learn from or whatever, and just think about when it comes to yeah, just the world of like sex and dating and stuff like that. Yeah, so overall it was a very funny movie, very funny like romance or sex comedy, pretty much. Um, yeah, and I'd probably watch it again with some friends or something, just for some laughs. Because yeah, there was some pretty hilarious moments, especially yeah between the two opposites, the awkward and the very outgoing, and just trying to yeah maneuver through all that. So yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, I'd definitely recommend it. Go check the movie out, and also if you guys haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button. Like, subscribe, and share with other people that yeah have watched these movies and want to have conversations about these movies. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.